You don't want to spend a lot of money. That is the way to do it. All right, let's get ready. Come on over here. So we had a today's special, very, very successful, and we have some available still because we ordered a lot because we knew people were going to want this because it's summertime and everybody is hot. It's from LivePure. This is their cordless oscillating. I call it the anywhere fan because you can take this indoors, you can take it outdoors, you can take it camping, you can take it out on the boat, you can take it in your RV, you can go anywhere. We've got fans that are very powerful that run for a long time. All right, and they're about double this price. But what I love about this fan is that this fan does what no other fan can do. That's a rechargeable fan that's going to last you up to 12 hours. This does the figure eights. You're like, what are the figure eights? This oscillates up and down, left and right. So it spreads that cool air or warm air if you use it in the wintertime anywhere. The other fans don't do that. So you get multi-directional cooling in a 4-speed fan, $30 off of our price as our post sale. It is free shipping and handling. I have colors available and I have an incredible guest, Vonabelle Sherman, who is showing you how you can take this fan absolutely anywhere.
And serving up on my 8-inch base, cool air. That's what I'm delivering to you today.
By the way, if you want the teal, it's going to sell out first.
Oh, yeah?
All right, the fashion teal is going to sell out. Vonabelle, welcome to the show.
So beautiful, thank you.
I love this, and the fact that it does this,
yes,
left to right, up and down, that makes all the difference. And as I said, it's about half the price of our other fans that we have that kind of do some of the same features.
Yeah. This is ideal. So if you're looking at this going, oh, Vonabelle, I bought that one last year. No, no, no. Last year, it was the corded one, and it was actually $5 more. This year, we brought you the newer technology, lithium-ion battery, rechargeable, and we're $5 less. So that's an incredible bargain. So I want you to see that this isn't just a personal fan. This is a whole room fan, and we're going to show you that with some bubbles later. So if you're sitting in a room and you want that big breeze, you'll want to use that oscillation. So what's different about this is I know some fans will have left and right, but I don't know of any other fan that does up and down for 83 degrees and side to side for 75 degrees. So like Guy said, it's making that figure eight, which enhances the airflow. So if you're looking for the best bang on the buck, but also the best bang in the airflow, wherever you're using this, this will be the one. Now, because we are cordless, you're going to charge it. So when you get it home, it'll be like mine. Mine was charged to 75% when I got it. If it's at 0, it takes 5 hours to fully recharge. Otherwise, you're just topping it off. And then charge it at night, and in the morning, take it with you wherever you're going. That may mean you're dropping the older kids at elementary school and you're taking the toddlers to the park. Now you bring this fan and you have this cool breeze, not just for yourself, but for them. If you're going to the games, there's the baseball and the soccer, and you're sitting on those bleachers, this makes staying there in the heat so tolerable. Plus, you're like a little bit of the envy of the other parents who go, what is that? And where's the cord? And then they ask, can you share that breeze? Well, yes, you can share it because of the oscillation. Now, it's important to use it when you're out. How about camping? If you're sending the kids to camp, you absolutely have to have a fan that will work in the tent or in the cabin and keep that stale air moving, because those tend to get stifled in there. Also, we've talking about fun things, but also what happens when we have storm outages, tornadoes, hurricanes, brownouts, blackouts. In your arsenal, do you have a rechargeable fan that you can count on to deliver that breeze? Because maybe you have a baby, a toddler, or a senior in the house, and that breeze is really important. So this is cordless, and now you can take it anywhere you are going because it weighs about 4 pounds.
Let me tell you, we've had our fair share of storms here in Florida, right? And you know what's funny is right now, if you turn on the news, we are way ahead of like preparing. And everybody is saying, make sure you have backup batteries, make sure you have lights, make sure you have backup appliances that work on batteries, or rechargeable batteries. That's what they're telling us here in Florida. You know who buys this are people that are smart and plan ahead, because I don't know about you, I cannot sleep without a fan on. I always have one, and I like to feel the breeze on me. You can turn this on low, and you can put this at the foot of your bed or on an end table, wherever you want, and point it at you, and you can get over 12 hours of runtime when you have it on low. And this guy on low is like most fans on medium or high, okay? Because it's an incredible, incredible breeze. One of the other things I love about it is that it comes with a remote control. I have one of these fans. I paid $100 on a fan. It's a rechargeable fan. I love it, all right? It's been fantastic in storms. You got to get up, you got to turn the things, you got to plug it in, you got to do all, or you got to address all the buttons by hand, and it doesn't have the oscillation, which to me, what brings this to the next level is being able to go like this with the air instead of just straight ahead. Because if it's just straight ahead and you move, now it's cooling an area where you used to be and not where you're going. And this helps to move that cool air around much more efficiently. I haven't told you colors yet. The one in front of me is gray. We have it in white, which is great for everybody. Vonabell has it in teal over there. Yeah. This is $79, which is still $20 to $25 less than our other rechargeable fans that we carry. We are going $30 less than that, and we are doing free shipping. Listen, my dad used to teach me. He'd be like, we used to make fun of him all the time. He'd be like, you got to prepare. You never know what's going to happen. If the power goes out, do you have food? Do you have water? Do you have this? Do you have that? Is there a way to stay cool? This is a way to keep you and your family cool. And not only that, the fun aspect. I would love it outside for my barbecue, because when I get out there and I barbecue, there's flies around, there's smoke everywhere. I would use it if I just want to lay out on my deck and there's no breeze and I'm sweating out there. I can utilize it for that. You can take it boating, you can take it camping. Remember, it doesn't need to be plugged in. So you can take this absolutely anywhere. If you like to go on road trips, Vonabell brought up the fact that when the power goes out, you gotta have a backup. You have to have a way to stay cool. That's why when I just started, I said it's the anywhere fan, but to me, it is the absolutely perfect fan. Hey, if you get a brand new HSN credit card, we'll take another $15 off, making it, what, $35. So if you wanna get that with free shipping, but get in early. I've always said, and I agree with my dad, you gotta have a backup, you have to have a plan. Yeah. But with this fan, you would use this every day. Yeah. Right?
I think, oh yes, definitely. And you don't have to hide it because it's not ugly.
No.
Lou Caputo, the famous Lou Caputo, was telling me that when he does shoots and they're outdoor, because you know he owns a little film company, this is perfect because you have to keep the talent cool. You have to keep the cameras cool. When you're sitting in between shots, you have this cordless fan to take with you. Also, as I think about Father's Day coming, or in the future, if it's not going to make it there for them,
Dad.
It's not. But
Dad doesn't need sexy. Dad wants something that makes him feel good.
Yes, especially if they work in the garage, right? If you work in the garage, you can always just give them a picture of this and say, hey, I got you a fan coming.
Sure.
So if Dad works in the garage, or he's the grill master, and he's making the steaks and the hamburgers and the chicken, and it's dripping out there, you could put this right next to the grill and get that cool breeze. And it is the cordless feature that makes this different. You have this charged. I just shut it off. You have this charged and ready to go. Look, you see that pick up right away? That's actually really good that you got to see that. So the power is right there for you kicking up. And here's something LivePure gives you. Everybody gives you low, medium, and high. But LivePure gives you turbo. So that's after you've taken in the 12th bag of groceries from the store, then you want to stick your face into a cool fan.
I'm a turbo guy.
You're a turbo guy?
Yeah, I'm a turbo guy.
This is what you want.
That's what I want.
Or you've been chasing the kids. Or how about something simple? You like to weed your garden, but you give up after 10 minutes because you're like, oh, it's too hot.
Right.
Bring this out, keep this near you, because you are cordless here. You can literally take this anywhere. And you see I'm moving it around because it's only 4 pounds. You get pretty and power all in the LivePure fan. Here's something cool. LivePure has USA-based customer service. So if you have a problem or a question, we'll take that phone call right here in America, answered by an American, and people really appreciate that. So
I keep moving because it's freezing in here. Because we have about 5 or 6 of these on, and I am telling you, it is, and I love that. I'd rather be cold than hot any day of the week, and that's what I'm feeling while I'm in here. And listen, you can go buy, and we'll show you this in a minute. You can go buy a cheap box fan at the drugstore.
Yeah.
40 bucks. $39.99, that's what I checked. That's what they're charging for a regular box fan, which to me, Vonabell, is a throwaway fan. That thing is hideous. It only blows air in one direction, and realistically, it's more used for taking things out of your house. Like if you got smoke in your house from cooking, you turn it around and you poke it out the window. It's not a fan that you take anywhere. Has to be plugged in. Look at this guy. Would you trust that?
That is my chippy dinosaur.
Look at this thing.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, that's just an accident waiting to happen, right?
Yeah.
And then they have these other little rip-off models that are kind of, they try to do the same thing, but again, none of these, except for this one, which only goes left to right, none of these are moving the air in that figure eight, which is giving you that great total cooling. I will tell you this, you spend $49.99 on this, and you're going to save money by the end of the summer. I'll guarantee it pays for itself. When I have a breeze on me, I don't have to turn the AC all the way down.
You air.
Right, I just want to, because through evaporative cooling, you know, we all sweat. And when we sweat, you know, we get a little bit of water and droplets. And then as that breeze hits it, it naturally evaporates. And when it does that, it lowers your body temperature. So this is a way to keep cool. Guys, we are very, very busy. Quickest way to order this, you see that box right there? That's a QR code. Means quick response, in case you never knew that. All you do is take your phone, turn it on, hold it there, you know, on the camera. It'll light up. It'll take you right to HSN to buy it. Remember, you have three choices: white, gray, or the teal that Vonabelle has. It's a way better solution, a portable solution. No plugs, no cords. It has a remote control, so if you're in bed and you want to turn it on or turn it off, or move it left or right or up and down, you can access all that way, even as a timer. So if you want to turn it on and have it turn off when you want, it'll do that.
Exactly. And the last point I want to make about these, you see how ugly these are. So when you buy a fan like this, your next thought has to be, okay, I'm going to use this for 3 months. Where am I going to put it the other 9 months? Because I'm not leaving these out. They're not attractive. So then you think, do I have room in the attic? Do I have room in the basement? Do I have a closet? So you have to think of all that when you buy this kind. With this from LivePure, you get the pretty and the colors, and you don't have to think that, because if you left this out on your desk and you were using it all year, we have attractive fans that you don't have to hide. Now let me show you the reach. I have a really impressive way to show you the reach. I'm going to step behind here. We have a bubble machine to show you, and I want you to know that the bubbles are coming up, but it is the fan that is sending those bubbles out. So here's what's going to happen.
Awesome.
The fan, with its power, it's on turbo, is sending these bubbles out 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. So you can really see. Also, I want you to notice.
They're all the way, the bubbles, you can see the bubbles are behind me.
Yeah.
I'm 25, 30 feet away from you.
It starts small, but then you can see the expanse of this fan. Somebody had told me, oh, that looks like a small fan on hsn.com. And then somebody said to them, oh, no, it's a nice size fan, but it's really powerful. So I want you to know that it's about 10 inches high, it's about 8 inches in the base. This can be a personal fan, but it is a whole room fan. So I don't want you to think this is tiny because the image might be deceiving. I want you to know this is big.
It's not a jumbo jet. It's a Learjet.
Oh, I like that.
Right? So, and which I like, because I don't need, that big box fan, that looks like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be, it is, and it's kind of like, okay, that's all I could afford. You get something like this at the same price, relatively, as that box fan, and you're getting that Learjet. You're getting something that is, I mean, this is ridiculous how many bubbles.
Let's go dance in bubbles.
Yeah, let's go dance in bubbles.
All the hosts have had the opportunity to, hey, put that back on. We want to dance in the bubbles. I want you to see the power.
It's crazy.
As these come out, okay, so I'm coming out 10 feet, coming more, 15 feet. It's reaching way out, and that is the power of the fan.
Guys.
And you haven't lived until you know, swallow a bubble here, and it gets soapy in your mouth.
We have hundreds and hundreds of people shopping with us right now, and I'm telling you, again, and you know, all kidding aside, all they're making all these analogies, all this stuff. The bottom line is nobody likes to be hot during the summer, right? It's uncomfortable. I don't know anybody out there. I guess there's a few people that are like, oh, I love the heat. I could just sweat all day. I'm not one of those people. And if you like to be outdoors, how many of you actually have a fan outside that you can put anywhere outdoors? Front yard, backyard, side yard, porch, patio, by your barbecue. How many of you have a fan that you can bring when you go out camping and you're in a tent and it's so bloody hot inside the tent, you're like in a sweat box? You can utilize this. And remember, what really makes this different, first of all, is obviously it's cordless, all right? It goes up to over 12 hours, like 12 and a half hours on low. So if you need it to run for a long time while the power is being rebooted, you've got a fan that works, okay? It can go anywhere. It can be indoors, outdoors, obviously not out in the pouring rain, but it can be anywhere that you want to bring it. If you travel, if you go to a hotel, I'm one of those people, you know, when I go to a hotel, you know what I do? I'm like, do you have a fan? And more often than not, they don't have them. So I bring a fan wherever I go. Last thing I wanted to say before I turn it back over to Vonabelle, We have like 7 of these on.
Yeah,
you hear anything?
Not over
They
and
are
out at all.
the key. I always say this. It's like when you buy a car. I always check a car by a couple things. One, I want to hear the engine run smoothly, but also I want to shut the doors and see how solid the doors are. That is how this is built. You've got lights on here. By the way, you can deactivate the lights for sleepy time, right? But look at, I love the size, Vonabelle, because it's not big. I would rather have a fan that I can put on a side table, that I can put next to my barbecue grill so it'll blow the flies away, that I can put next to my lounge chair when I'm sitting outside. Heck, you could take this to the beach. You can take this anywhere. All right, express ordering is the way to go. If you buy it today, it's $30 off. It's free shipping and handling. We got people, Vonabelle, that are buying 2 and 3 of these right now. And remember the colors. Teal is with Vonabelle. I got the gray and I got the white. All right, the teal will be you said that's the first to sell out, Jennifer? Jen is my producer. She said teal will go first. Go ahead, Vonabelle.
So the reason I carried this over, I could carry it over. It's only 4 pounds, and this is cordless, so you can take it wherever you want. But also, when you're in bed, I have found that the fans don't really hit you in the right spot because you buy the, Swedish beds and they're a little low, and then you have a traditional big bed and it's high. And a regular straight-on fan misses you. It's just off because of the height of either your nightstand or the bed. Because of the oscillation, we're gonna go left, we're gonna go right, we're gonna go up and down, we're gonna make those figure eights. That air is delivered to wherever you are on the bed. And even if your little tootsies are sticking out at the end, like most people do, they use a big comforter but let their feet, that's gonna get the breeze, you're gonna get the breeze so you can stay cool. Now, Guy just said something important because a lot of my friends go, oh, I like the appliances, but I hate the lights. Why do they put those lights on? Well, LivePure was smart. They made it so you can shut off the light right here on the panel, and it's also on the remote. You can shut off those lights. So now it's dim. If you want the light, you can turn it back on. So I think that was a really smart thing for them to do. And look at how great it looks in the bedroom. Here's a pop of color. Now, I like it if you have a coastal feel, you'll love the teal, but also if you happen to be like all black and the teal is a pop, or all white and it's a pop. So I'm gonna pick mine up because this is cordless, and I'm going to take it with me, and I'm gonna join Guy, and I wanna show you the cord. So the cord is 41 inches, so it's a nice length so that you can recharge it. It is a USB-C, which is the most popular now. Yep. It's kind of becoming the universal. So when you're charging this, you have enough room. I hate when they do a cord that's this big, okay? So 41 inches. And
like how much money are they really saving?
Right.
To make my cord this big
to
instead.
give us frustration, right? So here you go. So you have the USB. You're going to add your own block. Okay, right there, and that's gonna go in the wall. And this is your USB-C, which goes in the back of the machine. So then you're going to charge it. Remember, it will come to you partially charged. A full charge, if it was on 0, takes 5 hours. So charge it overnight, and then all day long, wherever you're going, pop it in your car. And the remote.
This to me.
Okay, you got a lazy,
I bet you probably,
got a lazy boy chair, Guy.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, I have 2 of them. I will tell you, this makes a big difference, right? And I know we're not trying to all be lazy, but you know what? I don't have to get up and lower the fan if it gets too cold. You get a remote control to go with it, and that always adds to the price. But if you look at this price, it's $49. What you would pay for a cheapo fan at the grocery store. If you know, and you go on a trip and you're like, oh, we didn't get a fan for the, for the rental property. Let's go grab one, down the street, and you spend 40 bucks on it. Why do that when you can have this guy and you can take it anywhere you go? And by the way, easy to operate. You can adjust all those features right here with the remote control, so you never even have to get out of your bed if you don't want to. All right, we are crazy busy. Here's the deal. We have this on FlexPay. So you don't even have to pay the $49 all at once. I think it's on 3 Flex, so it's like, I don't know what it is, 18, 17, whatever, bucks, 16 bucks on FlexPay. Get it home. Try it out. You have 30 days. If we're not right, you can always return it. It doesn't help me, doesn't help Vonabelle, HSN, QVC, wherever you shop, doesn't help you if we don't have that policy, because I want you to be happy, because then you'll come back again and again and again, which I've been fortunate enough that that's been going on for years. So that's good. So try it out. Once you get it home and you turn it on with that remote control, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'd pay $100 for this thing. And remember, when you have it on low, in the straight mode, you can put this on a table in your bedroom and it'll run for 12 to 12 and a half hours. I don't have anything else in my house that'll run that long, all right, on a battery, okay? And I even have the EcoFlow, I got all this stuff. This is the way to stay cool this summer. And not only that, remember, as we get into fall and we get into winter, This will also move the air. So if you are heating a room and you want to move the air around, it'll do that for you as well. And because it does the figure eights with the oscillation up and down and left and right, it'll help to bring that room to temperature, whether you want it warmer or whether you want it cooler. This is our post-sale. We're running out of time and we're running out of inventory. And guess what, guys? It is only the middle of June. You got all of July, all of August, all of September. And if you live down here, all of October and pretty much the entire year where it stays warm. I used to live in Arizona. It's a dry heat. Yeah, I can stick my head in the oven and that's a dry heat.
Yeah.
But it's, you know what I mean? You still want to get that cooling air. All right, we have 150 new customers just in this hour.
Wonderful.
And we have about 2 minutes left. I'm gonna give it back to you, but I will encourage you to order it if you want teal. Yikes, it's going quick. I got 700 left. But my producer, Jen, said we have 500 or 600 people shopping. Good. So that's a lot of people. So if you want to get it now.
So I have to tell you, because I promised to say Lou Caputo's name 3 times. Lou Caputo said he's an NFL fan. So there you go. That's your 3rd time, Lou. Whew. So Lou loves NFL. He loves sports. He has trucks. He tailgates. When you have your remote and you're off talking to friends and you want your breeze to be there while you're enjoying the game, while you're cheering on for your team, you need to have a good fan. And this is cordless, okay? I have to keep reminding you because there's a couple great things about this. Yes, you can use your remote, which Lou loves, and then this goes wherever you are going. So if you're tailgating, take it with you. But if you are home and you want to plug it in, you can do that too, and you can also use it while it's plugged in. So this is your at home and on the fan. Low, medium, high, and turbo, LivePure went the extra mile. USA-based customer service, LivePure went the extra mile. Left and right oscillation to the heavens and down, and left and right, LivePure went the extra mile. 4 pounds in your hand means you can take it when you go into the park with the kids so you and the kids can be comfortable. It means if it's in the tent, if you're RVing, if you are a weekend warrior and you're in the garage and you don't have a 20-foot extension cord so that you can get a breeze in the garage, this is the fan you want. It's a lithium-ion battery. You're going to charge it and take it wherever you want. Now, I'm going to take me and my remote, and I'm going to go on an adventure. Where do you think your adventure will be?
Let's see. I was thinking about going up to Orlando and hitting all the parks. So I would bring this for being in the hotel room. You know what's funny? I could even bring this because I always rent a cabana. Bring it out to the cabana because they have the fan up top, but it doesn't move like that. And it's not the same.
I like my ceiling fan, but I also have to have a fan right on me, so I use both. So I'm off to my adventure. I love you guys.
Don't run yet.
No.
Don't run yet. They just gave us another minute.
Oh my goodness.
Don't run away.
You know why? It's because I said Lou Caputo's name. That's why we got extra time.
Yeah, he is a big deal. He's kind of
so
a
I have to say your name a lot, I think, because, you know, they just gave me. No, it's because I know you guys love this.
Yep. There's a great shot right there.
Could you imagine?
Look at that.
You want to be the envy of everybody at the beach?
Who's a professional beach goer?
As they go by and they go,
look at it.
Did you see those people? They have a fan. How did they have a fan at the beach? Keeping you cool.
I remember I bought a tent years ago, right? Because when we were kids, our parents had a trailer. We'd bring it everywhere. And I was like, I'm going to get a tent, you know, as I'm starting out. I had just gotten married, went camping.
Yeah.
It was the hottest. I was in Maine, and there were bugs everywhere. It was hot. The campfire smoke was coming into the tent. Worst thing was, I wake up at 4 in the morning. It's pouring rain, and the tent apparently wasn't waterproof. So it was not very much fun. But remember, this is a creature comfort that you can afford. Yeah. All right. And I know we have wonderful fans that are you know, $100, and they're worth it. What I love about this one is, again, it's LivePure. You know how much I love my air purifier from you? I love that thing, all right?
We have a couple of great products.
I've had that for 3 years, and I love it. Nice. It's a great name. You're going to get a great fan. You have 30 days to try it out. Shipping and handling is free. Remember, if you want teal, I got about 500 left. It also comes available in the white and the gray behind me. It is the perfect fan. I told you, it's the everywhere fan. Vonabelle, great job.
Thank you. It's
Thanks.
like a little rope.